If you want to world star and end people's career in Call of Duty like this, and this, and this, be sure to watch this whole video. What's up YouTube, it's Tuck coming at you with another video, and in this video we're going to be diving into how to world star people, how to get more kills, how to be better and harder to kill in Call of Duty in preparation for League play, just to overall make you a better overall Call of Duty player. Because the reality of it is that a lot of people don't realize is half of being really good at Call of Duty isn't just shooting straight. There's lots of people who can shoot straight and hit their shots. Half of it is making yourself extremely hard to kill with movement and different things like that. And what I'm going to be doing in this video is breaking down this one specific clip to show you how to properly use movement to make yourself a harder target and to in turn make yourself better at Call of Duty. And you'll be getting a lot of clips like this before long as you train yourself to do so. So what we're going to do is look at this clip. This one clip, you saw it at the beginning of the video, but we're going to play it again just in full speed, and I'm going to play it and then we're going to break it down bit by bit, talking about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and how you can do this to make yourself better at Call of Duty. And then I'm going to go in game and maybe give an example or two just in a private match lobby and see what we can do. But so we're just going to watch through it all the way through, just straight through, and then we'll slow it down, watch it in slow motion, and break down what's going on in this clip. So there's a funny little reaction at the end of that clip that I think is hilarious from my friend. But let's go ahead and break this clip down moment by moment and see what's happening and see what I'm doing as this clip goes on. So I run up here, my mindset was, just to give you some perspective of the situation, I was going to call my strafing run in on A-bomb in this 1v2 situation. I was just going to call my strafing run in. And as I go to pull it out, I'm pulling it out right now. You can see my hand going for my gun to move it, and I see him. And he sees me, and what happens is I run to the left and he begins looking to his right, which is me running to the left, and then I back up and cut to the right up on him, so his shot gets behind me, and I camera him and I'm able to take him down. So what I've titled this move that is really popular, you'll see a lot of pros and really competitive players doing it, and it's really popular in Warzone. All the Warzone top players do this, and it's harder to pull off in Vanguard because the time to kill is so much faster. But I call it the Call of Duty hezi, so to speak. So what you're doing is it's just a really quick change in directions. Like when you're playing basketball, if you're driving to the right or whatever, you do a hezi and you just stop in your tracks, and then you're able to pull the ball back to the left, or you're able to continue going to the right. You just do this hezi and it stops all your momentum, and then you're able to go wherever you want from there. That's what I'd call this move that we're doing here in this clip, is the Call of Duty hezi. So I come and then I go to the left, but I stop. This is probably around the about moment that I stop. So at this point, I could keep going to behind him where I'm looking right now, or I can kind of back up, change my line of sight, and cut back to the right and slide to get a little bit of a speed advantage, which is exactly what this move is, and it's what you see a lot of pros do. And I think this clip exemplifies perfectly what is happening when you do the hezi. And as you can see in this frame right here, I've slid behind him. His feet are still facing the opposite direction as he tries to turn his body. This is essential to know, and it's not going to look exactly like this every time, but the goal of it is to make them think you're going one way, just like a hesitation move in Call of Duty. Hesitate, and then oftentimes just go the opposite direction, and it's going to break their camera. Or if I hesitated right here, and as I'm right here, I could go either direction. His gun's already probably moving to the left, so I could go my left and potentially get the kill. But I cut back to the right and kill him. So that's what it looks like in this specific clip. Now I'm going to attempt to go into the game, into a private match, and show you what this looks like with the controller cam active. Alright, so I'm just in a private match on Dome, guys. I'm going to show you guys the ropes of how to do this. And essentially, this is going to be breaking down into 3 steps. So what we're going to do is we can just assume there's a guy like right here. I don't know. Assume there's a guy where this door is. And I'm going to do this full speed, and then I'm going to break it down step by step so y'all can see the 3 steps of how to do what I've taken the Call of Duty hezzy. So I'm going to run, and that's what it looks like full speed. And that's what it looks like on the controller full speed. Hopefully I have it lined up pretty well. But I'm going to show you, there's really 3 steps that I think make this what it is. So first, the first step is slide cancel. In the clip I showed, I actually didn't slide cancel, but 9 times out of 10 you're going to want to slide cancel because there is a lot more, you get a lot quicker change of momentum. When you're sliding, you're going faster than when you're running. So you can just stop on a dime versus running and just stopping. It's much you become a much harder target when you slide. You're able to change directions much faster and things like that. So step 1 is slide cancel. If you don't know how to slide cancel, you just press R3, R3X. Or circle, circle X. I would suggest playing on tactical though. So you press R3, R3X, and you want to slide, press R3 again to cancel it. But then you're going to be crouching, so you have to press X to stand up. So it's just R3, R3X. If you don't know how to do this, I would suggest just go in a lobby and practicing it over and over. You do get some dead slides in this game, which are kind of annoying. I don't know why that happens. But R3, R3X. That's step number 1 to doing this. Step number 2 is a little funky, and it's something that I actually just realized that I do looking at myself play on the controller. But it involves your left stick. So once you've slide canceled, you're going to be looking not in the direction of your opponent. And so if you aren't using your left stick, there's going to be a little bit of time where you're having to turn where you're sitting still, which might make yourself an easy target for them to kill. So as you're doing the turn, you're going to want to be already moving your left stick in a way of the direction you want to go. So for example, if you look at my hand, I'm going to slide, and as I'm turning, I'm going to be moving my left stick so that I'm already coming this way before I turn and start sprinting. So I'm going like that. That was pretty slow, but let me just do it one more time. So I'm coming. So if you see, like as I'm going to turn, I'm making a little U almost with my character, so that there's not a time and space where I'm just doing this. I was really, really pathetic. Let me do that again. Where I'm just going, like there's a moment where I'm stopped versus, like that's much, much quicker because as I go to turn, I'm using my stick to go ahead and pull myself in that direction. So this means that when you do this, you're going to go, like the moment you see him to the moment you slide cancel, you're going to have to already know the direction you're planning to go, so that as you slide cancel, as you go to turn, you can go ahead and move your stick to get some momentum to continue to move and to change your direction before you're able to just do this. So I'm going to do a side-by-side full speed just so you can see the small difference in which one's faster. So you have this versus this. The first is obviously much faster. I'm going to put those side by side so you can see them. But yeah, guys, the first is obviously much faster. So you want to slide cancel, R3, R3X, and then as you're turning, you're going to want to be moving your stick in like a U shape almost, so that you're getting the momentum. So for example, if this statue is an enemy and I'm going this way, I'm going to R3, R3X, and I'm going to be turning to the right. So I'm going to turn to the right, but as I'm turning, I'm going to U my stick so that instead of just having to go a 180, I'm making a U so that I'm getting momentum and I'm able to turn faster and I'm not just sitting still. So again, this is what that'll look like that right there. Versus, I think I did it anyways, but let me do a side by side of these two things so that again you can see it just from this angle again. So that's one, and then this is the one where you're not using your stick. Like it's obviously much, much slower to do that. So step 1 is slide cancel. Step 2 is left stick in cooperation as you go to turn your character, just to keep some momentum. And then step 3 is to sprint in a different direction from when you were originally sprinting. Turn and bunny hop or slide and shoot or whatever the case may be. But the third step is going to be the sprint in the opposite direction, which is hopefully going to lose your enemy's aim. So this doesn't have to be a complete 180. Like you don't have to 180 every time. It can be a very slight adjustment like that right there. But the goal is to change directions. You're doing this hezzy, this Call of Duty hezzy, so that you can change directions and go wherever you need to go with it. So that's going to be the third step, which is pretty straightforward. These two are the hardest, and then once you knock down these two, it's easy to attack sprint wherever you want to go, or whatever that may look like. So again, just to walk through it one more time, your slide cancel R3 R3X. As you turn your character, you're left sticking to get momentum, and then you're attack sprinting and jumping or sliding or whatever. So to do it one more time in full camera, in full speed with my controller to see what I'm doing, this is what it looks like. And I know it might look a little slow when there's no enemies, or it might look a little janky, but this is much easier to do than trying to do it with enemies looking at me. And I promise you, this is a wild thing, and it's going to make you much better at COD if you're able to master it, and the timing of it. But more important than the timing of it, just the ability to see somebody, and then the muscle memory, have the muscle memory to just make the adjustments that are necessary to get the kill. But that's going to do it for me in this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will put, if I can find one, or if I can somehow make one, a clip here of me doing this from the enemy's perspective so that you can see what this looks like. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.